Hello YouTube, I'm back already. Who'd have thought it? Within a week? Must be mad. I've been commissioned to make a picnic table, so that is today's plan. I'm not going to hang about, it's absolutely roasting. I've never built one before, I've got a rough idea of what I need to do. Should be pretty simple. I've got 12 lengths of 33mm by 89mm at 3.6 lens. So I've got 12 of them and it should work out. I should get two lens out of one piece. It's got to be 1.8 meters long and about 1.5 meters wide. So I should have the perfect amount of wood. I have just finished this morning an interior version of my previous slatted venge for Connor up at the gym. For his new gym, in his changing rooms. Really happy with how this turned out actually. The difference in getting to use interior wood compared to exterior wood is a massive difference. I got a nice new router bit as well that puts a nice, you might not be able to see, it's got a nice rounded edge on it. So fancy. So yeah, that was this morning's job, getting that finished up. I put some stain on it this morning, so I'm just letting that dry out. And I'll drop that off later on for his opening. Yeah, we're going to put the tunes on and just start cutting. Pretty much going to cut all my top pieces and all my bits for each side for setting on. So that should be 6 pieces plus 8 pieces for the top. So yeah, let's get cracking. So that's me, got all my main pieces cut. Middle section, one seat, and these bits along the bottom here, that's your brace for putting your seat onto. So what I've got to figure out next, the big thing is getting my angled kind of feet really. So I need 2 pieces obviously on either side that kind of go like that, as you'd imagine. One there, one on the other side, and then there'll be a brace across the top. That goes along the bottom, or the correct height for the seat, slats on, and we should be good to go. But I just need to figure out exactly how to get, or what height that piece needs to be, and make sure I cut the angle right. But I think what I'll do is I'll probably just measure it, fasten on this bottom piece, fasten on a piece at the top, just below the end, and then just cut it across. And I think that'll probably be the easiest way, instead of trying to figure out the angles and stuff. So to be honest, I don't think this is going to be as easy as I thought it was going to be. I don't know. So it doesn't really matter what length I put this because I'm going to cut it. Obviously I still make it even, obviously, and then cut it to length once I've got my seat and that on. So the top of my seat needs to be 400 mil off the bottom. So I think it's gonna have to be something. I'll go 42. So it depends where you put it. Right, not as easy as I thought. Okay, this is where we're at. It's just not right. I'm gonna have to change the design, or my idea, because they only want it 150 centimeters or 1,500 centimeters. Oh, my head does scrambled egg, too many numbers. They only want it 150 centimeters wide. So that's sitting there at currently 1.8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut both the pieces, both the side pieces to 1.5, and then I'm going to screw the seats on each side and have a solid structure, and then try and figure out the legs and the top from there. I think that might be easier because that's the only way I get my angle right, because that obviously that's no use, because where that angle is, if I 150 or 1.5, I'm only going to have like that much of a gap on either side, which is no use. That is going to have to be way in here somewhere. So yeah, I think if I do the legs, so I think if I do the seat part first, connect them together, and I've got a solid structure, can place that, and then put the legs on to that, I think that'll be the easiest bet. So take this apart, cut it to 1.5. The holes don't matter because I'm just going to plug them anyway, so it doesn't matter. No point wasting it. And then we'll put it all together, and hopefully that might be slightly easier. No, because there needs to be an overhang on the end, isn't there? 15mm overhang on the edge. Oh, so many numbers. This is why you should probably draw it out. Right, okay. Actually, we'll put that on the inside edge. I need to look at this picture again. It doesn't look right to me. I'm overthinking this. Okay. Oh, stop doing that. Okay, I'll catch you up when I'm got this part finished. So here we are. This should be the seating area, or seating part of the picnic bench done. We have got it all laid out. It's upside down just now, so I've got that all marked up, all screwed together. A couple of braces on underneath each bit to hold it together. So from the top, excuse all the drill holes because I messed up as per usual, but they're gonna all get plugged in, so it doesn't matter. So that's that. Table in the middle and then legs. Kind of can envision it. The legs are what is confusing me the most. So I think the next plan of action will be, I think we'll do the top. Let me size up here. We'll do the top, tabletop next, I think. And then that means all we have to do after that is the legs. So, grass is burning up. The only problem with my gardening, there's only one level part on it in the back. It all slopes downhill. Okay, right. So I can kind of vision it now. I might need to go 2 less though. I might have to just go 5 wide. Let's have a look at what 5 wide would look like. Can you even see from there? Use good English. It moves over. My table's in the way. Spin yours round. There we go. Oh. Is that enough? What does it look like with 7? I think 7 is going to be too much. You've got got to imagine sitting under that. I feel like it needs to be an odd number. Just for my perfectionism. I don't think 5's enough. 5 doesn't leave you a lot of space, does it? I want to go 7. I want to go 7. I think 7 will work. I think it'll just be big enough. So that's the top finished. So supports, a couple of supports in the middle, underneath, to keep it up there. Also remember all the holes are getting plugged. Solid, decent. Look at that. Happy enough with that. Just need to obviously centre that, just in the middle. Get legs on it. These legs are going to be difficult. Trying to figure out exactly how this works. But yeah, we'll figure it out. So there we are. I think that's going to work. It looks a bit weird in camera, to be fair, but that should be one leg. And then top just overhangs on this side and screws onto this. And then same on the other side, and then I'll have a diagonal from this side up to the middle on the tabletop. But I think this is it. So let's try the other side and see how that goes. And well, ideally they've got to match, so fingers crossed. Good morning, it's the next day. Camera ran out of battery last night, and it was about 7 o'clock, and by the time I got charged up and I wasn't starting, or I wasn't picking it back up at that time of night, the neighbours were getting pissed off if I've got power tools running at that time of night. But yeah, we've got it all put together. I mean, I'm not overly buzzing with it. It's kind of just, it's a bit boring because it's a picnic bench, not very exciting, but it looks the part. We've got one issue we need to resolve today or this morning to get this finished. I'll get these over and I'll show you the issue we've got. Spin these round. Is my legs. The angle of my legs is wrong. So the issue we've got is my leg angle is too steep. So the counterbalance is all off. So if you sit on it at the end, you're up in the air. I'm not wanting two folk to come sit on this side, nobody on the other side, to sit on it and be on your arse. This angle should have been a lot less steep, so it should have come out to about here to be kind of right underneath the back of the seat, which would have stopped it from tipping over. So I need to come up with a plan with that. So I think the best bet is to go underneath the seat here and put like a V with a point going into the ground. Again, it's not actually for support, it's more just to stop it from tipping over. It's either that or put a cross in, an X in, under each seat. Just need to see what's going to look better. I think the point, the V would look quite smart. As I say, it's not to really add any additional support, it's just to stop it from tipping over. So that's the first issue we've got to resolve. And then after that, it's just a case of jazzing out, making it look pretty, or trying to make it look pretty. So put some nice curves on the seat, on the tabletop, router all the edges, with a round off bit, make it look a bit nicer. Maybe cut this at an angle, soften some of these hard edges up, give it a sand. I don't know if I have to stain it or not, I'll need to ask. But if we need to stain it, we'll stain it. So yeah, let's get cracking. First things first, fix the toppling over issue, because that's quite major. Nope, I hate it, looks terrible. So what about putting something there? I'd much prefer that, to be fair. Yeah, let's screw that in and see what that looks like. Definitely works. And there we have it. You know what, I actually don't hate it. It adds a little bit of an extra dimension to it. My actual legs just look daft because they're way too upright, but I don't mind it. And obviously once it's painted or stained all the same colour, it should look quite cool. And yeah, pretty happy with it. It's fixed the problem. It's not toppling over anymore. So next bit is, let's get these corners rounded off. I filled in all these screw heads yesterday with plugs, so they look a lot tidier. So all we've got to do now, cut some curves, router edges, sand it, maybe stain it, I don't know, and we'll be done. So let's get cracking. So I'm actually just going to use a paint tint to mark a radius. On all the corners, so then all the radiuses are the same. And obviously once I sand it and stuff, I can blend it in a lot easier to make it a wee bit smoother. And then router the edge with a nice round off, but should look decent, or a bit more classy looking, rather than a Kunzel looking bench. And there we have it, another project complete. Just delivered it. Thankfully it was just going to my neighbour across the road, so it wasn't too much of a hassle to get to. But delivered, they're delighted with it. Happy customers, that's what we're after. So yeah, again, I don't know when I'll be back. Hopefully the next project will be soon. Appreciate you for watching the video, and yeah, catch you soon. Cheers.